With full transparency, I had a rough day yesterday, a very rough day. And so for our practice today, what feels most authentic to lean into as an intention is tenderness, and how um, being tender with ourselves, I think, is incredibly important. Because it's easy, I think, or easier to offer tenderness to someone else when they're moving through something that's difficult, or they're coming up against a belief that's challenging. And then when we're in that position, it's difficult to offer it to ourselves. When we feel like we're moving through something difficult, we're coming up against a belief that is challenging us and causing friction within us. I think it is difficult to be soft towards ourselves, to be compassionate towards ourselves. Sometimes it's for some reason easier to be critical and to have the thoughts of, oh, I should have done this, or I should have said this, or whatever it might be, and to judge ourselves. And this practice is a practice that is a beautiful teacher in tenderness and compassion, because it welcomes us always, and it gives us the opportunity to reflect, to look inside, and to work with those things that are maybe holding us back or causing friction or dissonance within our lives. So we can be the true self, right? The true self that is free of all that. To realize that those things, the lack of belief in ourself or whatever it might be, right? I think it shows up differently for each of us, but is really all rooted pretty much in the same area of belief. And I think this practice is the perfect practice to remind us that this whole experience we're moving through as humans, this whole human life that we've been gifted with, is really a tool for learning. We're here to learn. Otherwise, why else would we be here, right? There's, of course, us pursuing our passions and finding our purpose, but again, beneath that, there's the root of learning, right? This experience is here to help us learn, to help us grow, and this practice as well. And so, because of the experience I had yesterday and the little bit of emotional hangover that I honestly have today, I wanted to move a little bit slower and softer this morning. And I invite you to give yourself that permission. And even if you came in, you're like, I had an amazing day yesterday, I feel awesome this morning, my energy is high, to just be curious and experiment with leaning into that softness. And then if you're like, no, what I really need is a little bit more power, then creating those moments within your flow and within our time together to lean into that too. Again, part of this practice, I was talking about this with my classes last night and yesterday and probably the day before, and over the last 7 years, like a part of this practice, a huge part of it is learning to know what we need and then allowing ourselves to do exactly that, right? Giving ourselves that complete permission. And so with that, we're just going to start in seated meditation. You can, of course, start lying on the earth if that feels more comfortable, more grounding for you this morning. But as you decide where you'd like to begin, whether that's a seat or maybe Shavasana or child's pose, just take a moment to close your eyes. Take a moment to soften and settle into the support beneath you. Maybe you bring your hands to your belly just to feel the movement of your breath. As you start to deepen your breath, allowing every inhale to stretch wide and expand, and being patient with every exhale as it slowly empties out. Just feeling this connection to your breath as a reminder that this human experience is an incredible gift. And it's each breath that makes each moment of this human experience possible. Just recognizing and acknowledging the power of our breath, how it sustains us, even when it's completely out of our awareness. how it's that companion with us always. How our breath is this incredible tool that's always available to us to help bring us back to that place of centered steadiness, help bring us back to the core gratitude from just moving through this life and having the experiences we have and the opportunities to learn and grow from them. So just continuing to deepen your breath and to feel every moment along every inhale and every exhale. To be in gratitude as you observe the quality of your breath. As you continue to be with your breath, to be present with your breath, we start to soften to your forehead and all the muscles to your face. Might relax your jaw, neck, shoulders. You're releasing your arms beside you, let them be a little heavy. Relax your belly, just let it be. Allow your pelvis to sink into the earth, and your legs to follow suit. As you soften into the moment, as you breathe into the moment, with curiosity, maybe you just consider if there's an area in your life you could offer a little bit more tenderness to, if there's a part of yourself that you can offer some tenderness to for these 60 minutes. Maybe you consider how life would look if we led with a little bit more tenderness rather than criticism or judgment towards ourselves. Just being curious about how that shift would feel if it were true. As you continue to feel into your breath and your body, and to be curious about all these questions regarding tenderness, and start to bring to your heart and to your mind a personal intention for your practice. Something that resonates with you and feels really true for you this morning. And as you bring that intention to heart and mind, maybe you bring one or both hands to your heart, feeling the beat of your heart in your chest. And we'll take 3 rounds of cleansing breath just to seal our intentions in before we start to move our bodies. And when you're ready, go ahead and gather in a deep inhale. And then an open mouth exhale. And offer yourself 2 more just like that, a really deep breath in. And an open mouth exhale to release. And one more time, fill your lungs up all the way. And a cleansing exhale all the way to empty. Just pausing for a moment in the residue of those 3 breaths. And then when you're ready, go ahead and make your way to your back body to Shavasana if you're not already there. Just take a moment to find your way into a full body stretch. Switching your hands and your toes in opposite directions. Stretching from your fingers to your feet with a deeper inhale. And on your exhale, start to bring both of your knees into your body. Just draw your thighs in close. Take a gentle sway from side to side. Breathing deeply down into the earth, down into the ground. Take a nice full inhale here at center. Then on your exhale, let your knees fall over to the left, gentle twist. Right shoulder drops down to the earth. Then take time to find 3 cycles of breath here. As you take the time to move 3 cycles of breath through your body, see what areas of your body you can soften, you can relax. And from your gentle twist, we're going to continue to roll onto our left side into fetal pose. Let your left arm reach towards the back of your yoga mat. Then roll onto your left side body. Let your head rest into your bicep. And if you want to stay right here, you can feel free just to, rest into your fetal pose. Or you can reach your right hand for your right foot, coming into your modified bow for your thigh stretch. Heel jaws to seat, collarbones open wide. Again, find 3 cycles of breath. After your 3rd cycle of breath, we'll send our right leg long towards the front of our yoga mats and then start to roll into your back body and lengthen your left leg up to the sky for your hamstring stretch. You can either have your right leg long or feel free to bend your right knee and place your right foot to the earth, being a little softer in this first hamstring moment. Maybe point, flex, circle through your left ankle. Giving yourself time just to be curious with all the sensations along the length of your left leg. And then flex your left heel up to the sky, creating that bigger stretch through your calf. And then take your left leg just a little bit from side to side. Noticing the difference when you take your left leg more towards the left side of your body, and then across the midline towards the right. As another inhale comes through, maybe you reach your left heel a little bit further away. On your exhale, figure for your left ankle on your right thigh. Feel free to keep your right foot rooted to the earth, or start to bring that whole figure four towards your body. Active through your left ankle still. Option for a rock from side to side here. And as you keep the figure four in your legs, we'll take this into a figure four twist. Allow your legs to tip over towards the right side of your yoga mat. As your left foot lands to the earth, the sole of your left foot lands to the earth. You might reach your right hand down to catch your left ankle. And then encourage your left thigh bone forward and away from your heart. You start to return to center. Just unwind your legs, bring both of your knees into your chest. Maybe curl your nose up towards your knees. Take a big breath in. Then on your exhale, head and shoulders release back to the earth. Let both of your knees fall over to the right. Gentle twist, second side. As you sink into the rotation through your spine, move those 3 cycles of breath now along your left side body. So really concentrating your inhale and exhale to your left ribs to create a stretch from the inside out. From here, we'll find our way into fetal pose. Roll onto your right side body. And then you decide if you want to just rest here, or if you'd like to reach your left hand down to catch your left foot. Moving into your thigh stretch. You might draw your hip bones, your front hip points, slightly up towards your front ribs to add a little resistance to your stretch. Then take 2 more cycles of breath. As you release your left leg forward towards the front of your yoga mat, roll onto your back body and reach your right leg to the sky. Customizing your hamstring stretch to second side. Again, option for your left knee to be bent or long. And then option to add in a little bit of movement to your right ankle. Feel your head, shoulders, and hips all heavy to the earth. And with an inhale, reach your right heel up to the sky. On your exhale, find that little bit of a rock from side to side with your right leg. So a little sway with your foot across the ceiling. And inhale stretches your right heel even further away. Then on your exhale, figure 4, right ankle on your left thigh. Decide on the depth for a second side. Starting to feel the openness within your right hip. Maybe a little bit of motion from left to right. And eventually, like before, we're gonna let our legs tip over to the side into our figure 4 twist. So legs will fall over to the left side of your yoga mat as the sole of your right foot arrives to the earth. Have the option to reach down with your left hand to catch your right ankle. From there, allow your right knee to open up wide away from your chest. And let 3 cycles of breath move through this shape. We'll bring ourselves back to center over the next breath or so, just when you're ready. There's no rush. So you unwind your legs and bring your knees into your chest. Take a moment here, maybe finding some circles to your knees or any movement that just feels intuitive to you. And then begin to rock and roll forward and back. Take a couple of rocks the length of your spine. And then we'll make our way into a cross-legged seat. Right shin goes in front of your left. With your right shin in front of your left. And then inhale, circle, sweep your hands up to the sky. And then on your exhale, let your left hand fall to the ground. Reach your right hand up and overhead for your side body stretch. Maybe allow your head to be a little heavy here. On your inhale, twist your heart open towards the ceiling. On your exhale, think about rounding your heart down towards the earth on your left side, reaching across your body at the diagonal. We'll take that twice where we inhale to peel open, heart rotates towards the sky. And on your exhale, your heart shooting down to the earth on the left side of your body as you reach across at the diagonal. And once more, we inhale, peel open. And exhale, round and reach. This time as you inhale, open, we're going to rise all the way up to the sky. Let your right hand go down towards the earth beside you, floating in space. You're going to flex your right fingertips up to the ceiling and push the heel of your right hand down towards the ground. Maybe slide it back in space a little bit. Let your left ear fall to your left shoulder. Seeing how heavy you can allow your head to become. And that stretch along the right side of your neck. But from here, so here to inhale, reach your hands to the sky and bring your head back to neutral. On your exhale, dive forward over your shins just for a breath, your forward fold. As you breathe in to rise up, bring your hands to the fronts of your knees and inhale your heart forward to your cow spine. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Spread your collarbones wide across your chest. On your exhale, cat spine, holding onto your knees. Curl your spine, rounding in. Head heavy, tailbone tucked. Then starting to bring it back to your neutral spine. Go ahead and just switch out your shins. You'll inhale, reach your hands to the ceiling. Exhale, side bend, opposite direction, right hand to the earth, left hand reaches overhead. Follow your inhale to turn your heart open to the sky. And on your exhale, as you round your spine, reach across at the diagonal. Feeling that extension from your left hip to your left fingertips. Inhale, spiral your chest open to the sky. And exhale, round and reach. As you reach across and round your spine, think about pressing through your right hand. So really tapping into that cat spine energy like we do in tabletop. One more time, we inhale, peel open, think almost like a cow. And exhale, round and reach across, thinking cat energy. As you breathe in and open up, one more time, you're going to start to rise up to a tall spine. This time your left hand reaches out to the side, flex your left fingertips to the sky and press your left heel of your hand towards the earth. And then let your right ear tip to your right shoulder and slide your left hand a little bit back in space, forward in space, just finding that sweet spot for you. And then direct your breath into the left side of your neck. This feels really good in your body. You might decide to stay a little bit longer. Otherwise, on your inhale, start to rise up through center, reach your hands to the sky, and exhale, dive forward for that single breath. As your next inhale draws you back up, hands go to the fronts of your shins, open your chest like cow, shoulder blades actively draw together. On your exhale, round your spine like cat, holding onto your knees so you can really tuck and curl in. And then as you find a neutral spine, begin to find your way to tabletop pose, all fours. Your tabletop, we'll inhale to our cow pose here. Open through your heart, lift through your tailbone. And on your exhale, cat pose, round through your spine. Just twice more like that. We inhale, open your heart. Feel free to add any intuitive, organic movement into this. And exhale, round your spine, cat. Last time we inhale to our cow pose, open up to your heart, lift your tailbone. And exhale to your cat pose, round through your spine. As you find a neutral spine, with an inhale, reach your right hand up high to the sky, twist your heart open to the right. Exhale to thread your needle, dive your right arm underneath your body, slide your shoulders out of your ears. Your right palm facing up to the sky, anchored down to the back of your right arm. Wag your tail a little bit from side to side, finding that sweet spot. Option to reach your left hand to the sky for a little bit more openness across your heart. If you're reaching your left hand to the sky, your palms are facing the same direction. The back of your left hand is actively pressing to the wall that's behind your heart. Just one more breath in. Then on your exhale, left hand frames your face. Go ahead and inhale to unravel, unwinding. Returning your right hand to the sky just for a moment. Coming out the way we came in. We'll release tabletop pose. Reach your left foot out to the left now. So left foot goes out in line with your hip, leg is long. Left foot is planted firmly to the earth. There's strong energy through our left leg. Send your hips back in space, extended leg, child's pose. Let's take a big breath in. And a slow breath out. As you shift forward and bring your shoulders over your wrists again, slide your left foot to the outside of your left hand lizard lunge. You might walk it forward with your hands a little bit. You can stay up high in your hands. You can bring it down to your forearms if you want. Option for adding in a thigh stretch here. Perhaps you bend your right heel to your seat. You can do so just using the strength of your right hamstring. If you want to, you can reach your left hand back for the twist. Finding twisted monkey, maybe left hand encourages your right heel closer to your seat. From there, feel your sternum reach forward and away from your pelvis. Take a full breath in. And then on your breath out, begin to release your right leg if you have that connection. Press up to your palms, and then find a half split. So a wide half split, left foot stays outside your left hand. Just lengthen your left leg and flex your left toes to your face. Think about engaging cow spine here. So heart and tailbone, energetically lift to the sky. One breath in. And one breath out. Gently release back to your tabletop pose, left knee beneath your left hip. And then inhale, left hand at the sky, opening your heart to prepare for thread the needle. Your breath out will dive your left arm underneath your body. Shoulders out of ears, rooted through the back of your left arm. Find that movement through your hips from side to side to find your sweet spot. Then option to reach your right hand to the sky. Send your breath into the back of your body. Then one more inhale, collarbones open. On your exhale, right palm will frame your face. We'll breathe in to unravel, unwind, reach your left hand to the sky. And then breath out brings your left hand to the earth. Reaching your right foot out to the right, just like you did before. Plant down to the sole of your right foot. And begin to press your hips back in space, strong through your right leg, extended leg child's pose for a breath. Begin to breathe your way forward, shoulders go over your wrists again. Slide your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You need to adjust the distance of your feet. Or if you need to walk your hands forward, just take a moment to find yourself in your lizard. Again, palms or elbows on the earth. And then if you'd like to add in your thigh stretch, left heel can pull to your seat. Option for twisted monkey, perhaps your right hand reaches back. And then breathing into that space at your belly. Imagine your breath creating more distance, more length between your rib cage and your pelvis. More extension through your spine. Begin to let go of your left foot if you have the connection. And as you start to walk it back into your wide half splits, flex your right toes towards your face, harden tailbone, energize up towards the ceiling. Think about rooting down with your right heel and isometrically dragging your right heel back in space. So without moving your right heel, pull your right heel energetically towards the back of your yoga mat as you pull your heart forward through your biceps. And from here, we'll begin to bend to the right knee again, and then just stack it underneath your right hip, tabletop. Tuck your toes underneath, downward facing dog. Begin to send your pelvis to the sky. Relax your head towards the earth. Take 3 cycles of breath to pedal out with your feet or to explore any movement here. And from your downward facing dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Your exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Maybe take a hip circle in each direction. Returning to your 3-legged dog, reach your right leg long and then step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Lifting up to your fingertips, left knee hovers, cow lunge, stretch your heart through your biceps with an inhale. And exhale to your cat lunge, lengthen out your legs, hamstring stretch. We'll travel through that twice more. As you inhale, bend both of your knees. Reach forward through your chest. On your exhale, hamstring stretch, cat lunge, extend. The last one here, we inhale, bend through your knees, reach your heart forward. And exhale, lengthen through your legs. Right hip draws up and back. This time, bend into both of your knees. Let your left knee lower to the ground. And then inhale to lift up through your heart and hands on Janayasana. On your exhale, we're going to take an open arm side bend. So let your right hand fall to the earth. Right hand just drapes down towards the ground beside you. Reach your left hand up and over your body, up and over your head. And send your breath along your left side. Slowly start to inhale, both hands to the ceiling again. And on your exhale, hands to the earth. Lift your back knee and step forward to your forward fold. Left foot meets your right. Allow some softness in your knees. Let your head be really heavy here. Maybe sway from side to side. And with an inhale, begin to lengthen halfway through your torso. Extend through your spine. And exhale, forward fold, release. Soften through your knees, heavy through your head and tailbone. Roll all the way up to standing. Back of the heart leads the way. Head is last to lift. So you find your way up. Inhale both of your hands to the ceiling. On your exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Maybe close your eyes. Bringing back our intentions and that commitment to being tender with ourselves this morning. We take an inhale together. And open mouth, exhale to release. Inhale, circle, sweep your hands up to the sky. On exhale, goddess your arms, let your heart open up. And then softening through your knees, swan dive forward, hands circle down. Chest falls towards the earth. Breathe into your halfway lift. With breath out, step your right foot to the back of your yoga mat. And then plant your palms, 3-legged dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. Option to find a hip circle in both directions. So inhale, left leg goes long. And with your exhale, step your left foot forward to the top. Breathe into your cow lunge, hover through your right knee and open your heart. Exhale takes you to cat lunge, lengthen your legs. And twice more. Breathe in, shift forward. On your breath out, send your hips up and back. Last one like this. Inhale forward, proud through your heart. And exhale, pelvis back, lengthen through your legs. And then as you bend your knees, this time right knee releases all the way down. Inhale into Anjaneyasana, your low crescent lunge, lift up. Open arm side bend, left hand drapes down to the earth, let your fingertips trickle towards the ground, and then send your right fingertips overhead. You might energetically kick down to your right shin to deepen the stretch in the front of your right hip. Just take one more breath here. Breathing in to rise up. Exhale your hands to your yoga mat, lift your back knee and step forward into your forward fold. Find your halfway lift with your inhalation and forward fold on your exhalation. Soft knees, heavy head, begin to roll your way up to standing. Really take your time. Once you find your way to the top, inhale, circle sweep your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center and close your eyes. Deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. With your breath in, again, circle sweep your hands to the sky. On your breath out, goddess your arms, elbows go wide. Swan dive it forward, hands reach out as your heart leads the way into your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, feel the extension. And then exhale your left foot to the back of your yoga mat, low lunge. From here, three-legged dog, reach your right leg to the ceiling, big breath in. And again, bend your knee and open your hip breath out. Three-legged dog, re-extend. Then step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Turn all 10 toes to the left and bend into your left knee. So you're in a lateral lunge, so hips staying lifted. So we're going to add in our twist. Right palm or fingertips to the earth. Reach your left to the sky, taking a big inhale. On your exhale, we're going to switch sides, bend into your right knee. And replace your right hand with your left. Inhale your right fingertips to the sky. On your exhale, wide-legged forward fold, just diving down to your center. Take an inhale through your nose. Maybe exhale out of your mouth. Find your halfway lift breath in. Goddess squat, heels come in, sink your hips low, but just let your hands come to your thighs. So you press through your hands, lengthen through your spine with your breath in. On your exhale, you're going to dip your right shoulder to center, twist your heart to the left, maybe bend into your left elbow to deepen the rotation. We'll inhale through the midline. And exhale, second side. So you bend your right elbow, dip your left shoulder in, twist to the right. From here, you'll inhale through your center. And on your exhale, wide-legged forward fold, sink it down. Rotating to the front of your yoga mat, all 10 toes turn forward. Step forward into your forward fold, left foot meets your right. Inhale takes us to our halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On your exhale, chair pose, sink your seat low, breathe your hands to the sky. With breath out, your hands sweep back, dive your chest forward. Then inhale, chair pose. We'll take that twice more, option for an open mouth exhale. On your inhale, breathe in, reach high. Exhale, sweep it back. One more time, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, open mouth, exhale, sweep. Inhaling to your chair pose one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, find your length. Step your right foot to the back of your yoga mat, low lunge. Press into your hands and inhale your left leg to the sky. On your exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Three-legged dog, you re-extend. Step your left foot forward to the top of your yoga mat and pivot all 10 toes to the right. Bend into your right knee for your lateral lunge, your side lunge. Left hand to the earth, inhale your right hand to the sky. On your exhale, you switch, bend into your left knee. Replace your left palm with your right and inhale your left fingertips up top. On your exhale, wide-legged forward fold, sink through the center. Okay, take an inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the top of your yoga mat. Step forward to your forward fold. Then take your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Hang down ragdoll. Maybe pinkies to opposite elbow creases. You might sway from side to side. As you release from your ragdoll, inhale to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, Malasana, squat, draw your heels in as your toes turn out, and sink your hips down towards the earth. Adjust your feet as much as you need to, and then get really tall and proud through your chest. Think about actively pressing your feet into the earth so there's just a slight buoyancy at your pelvis. Lengthen the crown of your head to the sky. And then if you want to, you can stay here. We're going to take your left arm on the inside of your left thigh. Breathing in, right hand reaches, find your twist open. On your exhale, hands return to heart center. And we switch to second side. Breathing in, right hand reaches to the earth on the inside of your right thigh, and left hand reaches open. We'll exhale, hands to heart. Rotating your toes forward, lift your pelvis to your forward fold. And as you breathe in to lift up halfway, draw your feet in to center. Exhale into your chair pose one more time, sinking through your seat, reach up through your hands. Full breath in. And your exhale, hands to heart. Move the weight into your left foot. Begin to rise up with your right leg, your one-legged Tadasana. Option to stay here, option to find your tree pose would be right foot goes towards the inside of your left calf. You can, of course, slide your right foot up to your inner left thigh. I find that I prefer foot to calf, just personally, and using the strength of my right hip to help open my right knee. So your right glute is drawing your right knee wide. Feel the extension from your inner left arch, up through your heart, up through your crown, and take 2 more cycles of breath. Bring your right knee forward, back into your one-legged Tadasana. Maybe your hands reach to the sky as you inhale. And on your exhale, figure 4, right ankle on your left thigh. Hands come to heart center again. Maybe you start to bring your elbows towards your right shin bone. Send 2 more cycles of breath through your shape. As you press the earth away, standing up Tadasana, just root your right foot into the earth. Let your palms fall beside you, palms facing forward. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Sinking into your chair pose, your second side, hips go back. Your hands can just come to heart center. Move some weight into your right foot for the energy in your right foot. And begin to rise up with your left leg. Engage through your core and then find your tree pose. Left foot towards the inside of your right leg, high or low, it's up to you. And then finding the energy through your left glute. And that lifts the entire center line of your body from right arch to heart to crown. Maybe you ignite your pelvic floor here. You turn on your belly. Option for your figure four. Inhale your left knee forward. Exhale, flex your left ankle as you stack it on top of your right thigh and sink into your one-legged chair. Just offering 3 cycles of breath to this shape on this side. Take a slow inhale in. And a slow exhale out. We take 2 more breaths together. We inhale with intention. And we exhale mindfully. And last breath here, slow inhale in. Slow exhale out. Press your right foot to Tadasana as you rise up. Just let your left foot land to the earth. Hands go beside you, palms facing forward and open. Collarbones spread across your heart. Take an inhale through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Well, inhale to circle, sweep hands to the sky. Exhalation to forward fold. Hinge down to the earth. Take a little halfway lift with your breath in. And then bend your knees and have a seat as you breathe out. So we're going to take one seated stretch before we lie down. Send your left leg out wide. And bring your right foot towards your inner left thigh. Flex your left toes towards your face. Think about slightly externally rotating through your left thigh bone, just so that your left toes aren't pointing to the midline. And you want to slightly encourage your left pinky toe out and open. We'll breathe in to reach tall. On your exhale, tune your heart to your left toes and dive forward. Not worried about how far down you go or how close to the earth you are. Just let 3 cycles of breath move to your low back here. As you begin to rise up, take your time. If you want to stay a little bit longer, you can of course stay a little bit longer. You're going to take your left leg and cross it over your right for Gomukhasana legs. So eventually your knees come to stack at center, feet wiggle out wide. You can also take a cross-legged seat with your left shin in front if that works best for your body. Breathe in, reach up. On your exhale, option to hinge forward any amount. Gomukhasana can be a really sticky shape, so forward folding might be like 1 inch for your body. Maybe you absolutely do not need to go forward at all to find a really big sensation. So let it be up to you. Maybe let your head hang heavy. Find 3 cycles of breath. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, you're going to rise up, unwinding your legs and your right leg out long. Bring the sole of your left foot towards your inner right thigh, flexing your right toes to the ceiling. Breathe in to reach up. Breath out to rotate towards your right leg and forward fold. And send those 3 cycles of breath down your side body. Again, just like before, taking your time if you feel called to stay a little bit longer. No rush, otherwise you'll start to rise up. Slide your right leg across your left, finding your Gomukhasana legs. Eventually working your ankles a little bit further forward. You'll inhale, reach up high. Exhale, dive down any amount. So maybe that's just a couple inches, but can you allow your shoulders then to soften out of your ears and your head just to hang heavy? So waiting for an inhale to rise up. When you feel ready, unravel your legs. We're going to lower down the back body. So you can, of course, use your core to lower slowly with control. Otherwise, just in the theme of tenderness, hug your knees in and gently relax down to your back. We'll meet in a happy baby pose. So hands to ankles or hands to feet. Just taking a moment here, whether that's in stillness, movement, or in some variation of a happy baby. Headed to figure four, right ankle on your left thigh. So we're returning to figure four, but you have a couple different options. If figure four works really well for your body, perfect. Otherwise, you can take Gomukhasana on your back body, sliding your right knee to stack on top of your left, hands reaching down for opposite ankles, or a supine pigeon. So if you're going to supine pigeon, your arms are going to cradle your right shin. And then you can either just place your left foot to the earth, keeping your left knee bent, or you can send your left leg out long, right? My body, I can't lengthen my left leg all the way, so I choose just to bend my left knee so my left foot can ground and it's not just hanging out in space. So any of those three variations or some other hip opening, taking a breath in. Perhaps an open mouth exhale out. And then when you're ready to unravel, just unraveling back to your version of happy baby, any variation you like. Gather in your inhale. Then exhale, second side. So again, you have figure four, left ankle on right thigh. You have Gomukhasana, left knee on top of your right thigh, or left knee on top of your right knee. Or you have your supine pigeon. You would be cradling your left shin this time and finding any amount of extension forward with your right leg. Take an inhale in. And on your exhale out, as you unwind your legs, send your left leg long, draw your right knee towards your right shoulder, full breath in. Exhale to your supine twist, right knee tips over to the left. If you wanted to add in one more thigh stretch, you could bend your left toe to your seat, reach back with your right hand to catch it. 3 rounds of breath here. Unwinding the way you came in, you'll draw back to center. Just exchange your legs. Right leg reaches long, left knee to left shoulder. Take an inhale. Supine twist on your exhale. Invitation for the thigh stretch. The left hand connects to your right foot. And 3 rounds of steady breath. After your 3rd cycle of breath, you'll gently release, unwinding back to center, draw your knees to your chest, maybe nose up to your knees. Take a nice full inhale. Then exhale to your Shavasana. You also have the option to rest in Supta Baddha Konasana for your final relaxation. So deciding if you want your legs long, we want to create that butterfly shape in your body. Soles, your feet together and knees open wide. As you settle in, let your eyes close. And take a really deep breath through your nose. And an open mouth exhale, release. Two more like that. We breathe in deeply through the nose. And open mouth exhale, release. And one more time, deep inhale through your nose. And open mouth exhale, let it go. Begin to send your attention back to your breath. It's feeling the flow of the air as it fills your lungs. And the release as you empty out, as you exhale. You might stay exactly as you are. Maybe just bring one or both hands to your heart. You take this final moment of our practice to pause in deep, deep gratitude for all that the yoga practice offers us, for all that it teaches us, for all that it makes available to us. Pause in gratitude for our physical bodies, the vessel that carries us through our human experience. We pause in gratitude for our breath, the energy that sustains our human experience. And we pause in gratitude for this time that we shared, the energy that we exchanged, for all that we are capable of. Allowing this practice to help us rewrite limiting beliefs, to help us to really uncover the capital T truth of who we are, our truest potential. So in gratitude, we'll take one more inhale through the nose, nice and full. And then open mouth, exhale, just let it go. And may yoga offer us a path to compassion, right, towards ourselves, towards each other, and towards the entire world, all beings everywhere. May our practices serve as our teachers, guiding us to live with authenticity, to love deeply each and every day. I thank you so much for being here, and namaste.